Hi guys, I'm so happy. Today we're gonna start another short story by none other than Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin. So you will be reading Pushkin in the original. And it's called Pиковая дама. We're going to continue with Dostoevsky, so in parallel. Пиковая дама means the dame of spades in relation to the card game. The dame of spades. And then, so please open the link below this video and you can print it right away. Because, again, as, as I'm always telling you, it's not gonna be easy, but you will have lots of fun. But you do need it printed so that you can learn interactively and write above the words and expressions their meanings and stuff like that. Now, Pushkin gives here a little background. Пиковая дама означает тайную недоброжелательность. Новейшая гадательная книга. So, Пиковая дама, you need to remember this expression. That's the dame of spades. And означает means. So, you can, if you don't know this word, you can underline it and then write above that means. So, the dame of spades means. Тайную comes from tiny, which is secret. And недоброжелательность, hostility, unfriendliness. So, пиковая дама означает тайную недоброжелательность, means the dame of spades, means a secret hostility. Новейшая гадательная книга. Новейшая means the latest. And гадательная книга, книга obviously the book, but гадательная comes from гадать, which is to tell the fortune with in this case, гадать basically means to tell the fortune. But in this case, because we are talking about cards, playing cards, to tell the fortune with cards. So, новейшая гадательная книга, we would translate the latest fortune-telling book. So again, look. Пиковая дама означает тайную недоброжелательность. Новейшая гадательная книга. The dame of spades means a secret hostility. The latest fortune-telling book. Now guys, I have just looked it up and it's more common to say the Queen of Spades. Not the dame of spades as I told you, but the Queen of Spades. But it's pretty much the same. And then it has a little poem that goes prior to the story itself. So first let's deal with the poem. And maybe the whole lesson today will just deal with that. And then we will start the story itself from the next one. So first I'm going to read the whole of it. It's here. А в ненастные дни собирались они часто. Гнули, Бог их прости, от 50 на 100. И выигрывали, и отписывали мелом. Так в ненастные дни занимались они делом. So let's translate. I know it might sound like a gibberish for you now, with the exception of few words, but now you will get it. Ненастные means characterized by bad weather. Therefore, а в ненастные дни would be on the days of bad weather. Собирались они. So, собирались comes from собираться, it means to gather. To gather. So, собирались они means they gathered. Therefore, а в ненастные дни собирались они часто. Часто means often. So, and on the bad weather day, they gathered often. And then he says, гнули, Бог их прости, от 50 на 100. So, it's a figurative way of saying. So, гнули basically means to гнуть, means to bend something. Gnut. That's in common Russian. But here, it says that they actually declined morally. So they kind of bent themselves bent themselves morally. At least that's one of the interpretations of that. So, gnuli, Bog ich прости, Bog means God, and Bog ich прости means God forgive them. So they bent, God forgive them, at 50 на 100. So from 50 to 100. So the interpretation that I found is that they declined morally from like kind of 50% to 100%. So they completely declined morally. At 50, so because 50 comes from 50, which is 50. На 100. Like na here acts as to, up to. So at 50 на 100, meaning from 50 to 100. So they declined morally. И выигрывали. Выигрывали comes from выигрывать, means won. And won. И отписывали мелом. So отписывать comes from the root писать, which is write. Отписывали, you can translate. Отписывать, it's not a modern word, it's an obsolete word, and basically it means write something down. And мелом comes from mel, which is a chalk, C-H-A-L-K, chalk, like you would use in for a school board, a chalk. So therefore, и отписывали мелом would mean, and they wrote things down with the chalk. Так, в ненастные дни, так means so, on the bad weather days, занимались они делом. So занимались, so они means they, занимались делом means engaged themselves in business or in activity. So when he is saying так в ненастные дни занимались они делом, we'll translate that as so on bad weather days they were engaged in business or in an activity. Now you can see that there is a rhyme here. So часто на 100. I'm going to read it again now and you will just notice the rhyme. Мелом, делом. Can you see the rhyme? So, now look how it goes. You know, we even have time today to translate all of it again. So I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to translate that. А в ненастные дни собирались они часто. Гнули Бог их прости от 50 на 100. И выигрывали, и отписывали мелом, так в ненастные дни занимались они делом. I've just caught myself, by the way, that on the first reading, I didn't, here it should be nasta, like the stress would be on na, which is a poetic way of saying that. Like in speaking, we would say nasto, but that's nasta. So again, а в ненастные дни собирались они часто. Гнули Бог их прости от 50 на 100. И выигрывали, и отписывали мелом. Так в ненастные дни занимались они делом. So, and on the rainy, like on the stormy days, they gathered often. They bent, God forgive, from 50 to 100 and won, and wrote down with the chalk. So, on the rainy days, on the stormy days, they were engaged in business. And now I'm going just to read it again without translation, and I'm going to put the link just to this reading. I'm going to read it slowly. And then you can just listen to it repetitively. And and then next time, we will start with the story itself. So listen. А в ненастные дни собирались они часто. Гнули, Бог их прости, от 50 на 100, и выигрывали, и отписывали мелом. Так в ненастные дни занимались они делом. Okay, guys, so thank you very much. You were great students, and next time we will get into the story. So stay tuned, and if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, it's a unique channel dealing with Russian classics in the original for English speakers. So thank you so much, and see you next time. Ciao, ciao.